Hi, everybody. Figured I would come on and do a little bit of coloring with you. Last time I left, we were going to do the background, but I went ahead and done it off camera. Didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to, but still not bad. We've got the really nice eyes, and he turned out pretty cool. And we've got, if I can get it to show, if not, you'll just have to take my word for it. But yeah, it doesn't want to show you guys, but there is glitter in the footprints. I done the blue glitter gel pen around the footprints, and I done Wink Stella inside with a little bit of light blue pencil. Looks better off camera than it does on camera, but yep, it's done. We finished it, and I started this one, but I thought maybe we'd do something maybe a little different today instead of the same things all the time. Let me get my area cleaned up. I wasn't really planning on going live, but I figured, why not share, right? Okay. Doesn't take long to put it away. Okay, so this is in the new garden gnomes. So we'll finish that another time. I thought about doing some scratch art today. And yeah, I just thought it'd be, something different, something we're not used to. All right, where's my little scratch art tool? Oh, there it is. It's over here. Okay, it's done with, I use a little wooden stick. They come with this. They come with a plastic one, kind of like this. Well, not kind of, just like this. And a brush. And you definitely need the brush because, make sure if you do these that you're in a spot that it's not going to matter if it makes a little bit of a mess, because they do make a mess. Remember, you're scraping off the black. Oh, I got a little mark there. You're scraping off this black background and it gets pretty messy. And I don't like to use the same brush as I use for my coloring because I don't want the black to stick in it and then do a picture and brush it off and then have it all over my coloring picture. So okay, you just follow the stuff that's the outline. It's actually, people think that, oh, my kids used to do this, or I did this when I was a kid, but this almost seems more relaxing than the actual coloring. And I've done quite a few. I'll show you towards the end of the stream. But you can get real colorful ones. They have like the Disney Castle, and I've got, I think I've done the San Francisco Bridge. That was kind of cool. Or San Diego Bridge. I don't know, the big red bridge that is real famous. I don't remember it. San Diego, San Francisco. But yeah, it's kind of fun, and it's kind of neat to see how it turns out. You know, I've got a lot of mine framed. I've got one that doesn't have a frame right now because I ran out of frames to put it in. But it'll get a frame eventually. I'll get through the storms. We've gotten some rain, but that's par for the course for April. It's April showers, May flowers, you know. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I can tell you, life sure can be a handful sometimes, can't it? You just hang in there and talk to the man upstairs. You'll get through it, but boy, oh boy, sometimes you wonder. Did I tell y'all that I went to the grocery store the other day just to pick up a few things, nothing like major. No monthly shopping or anything like that yet. But just a little bit that I picked up was just, it just floors me, I'll tell you. It just does. Like, I know I probably sound like my mother and her mother before her. But geez. Geez, a pizza. I'll show you the mess I'm making here in a second. I mean, see the black? Can't see it. See the black flakes? It's kind of the dirt that it makes, and it gets all over your area that you're working on. But if you didn't make a mess doing art, I guess it wouldn't be art, would it? Tis the question. If it doesn't make a mess, is it art? Something to ponder on today. Most artists have, and by no means am I an artist, but most true artists, their area is messy until they're done with what they're doing. Oh, and I can understand that if you think about it. You just follow this gray outline that it gives you. And this one's quite easy compared to some of them. Some of them can get pretty intricate. I figured we'd do this for a little bit and then, I don't know, maybe we'll color or something. But I started this a while back, showing a person that used to come into my chat what it was all about. And I just never finished it up. And I don't want it to get ruined. And the longer it sits, the more it's going to get scratched. And I don't want that to happen. So I figured I'd finish it up so I can hang it on my wall. And then I don't have to worry about it. And like I said, it's really satisfying to do. Except for, I'm not a fan of the mess, but okay. And you have to watch your hand and your stuff on the page because, yeah, it'll scratch. You don't want scratches all over your picture because it takes away from the picture. It's kind of like going out of the lines in your coloring books. You just don't want to be doing that because then you can't see the true picture. Before I came in here, my husband was playing ball with the puppy. He's so funny. It's hard to call him a puppy and, look at him and see how big he is because he resembles a full-grown dog. But he's not. If he gets any bigger and he's going to grow out of home, my house is going to be too small. Wouldn't that be something? Honey, we have to move. The dog's outgrowing. He can't fit in the house anymore. I think I would have to make his new home the barn or something because Yeah. That'd be a lot of money just to move because your dog don't fit in your house. Because you'd have to buy a bigger house. And houses are priced for the rich people now, not for the poor people. I got a question for you guys. There's a family of, I don't know, say 3 or 4 kids. All raised by the same mom and dad. Now, I believe that your destiny is kind of written for you. Do you guys believe in that, or how does all 4 of these kids or 5 of these kids or whatever turn out so different? Being that they grew up in the same environment, the same rules, the same parents. You know, just kind of makes me wonder. And what makes everybody's destiny so different? You know, is it how do you choose, like, which child gets to be the smart one, or the one child that gets all the talent, or, the one child that has the bigger heart than the other child, or, how is that all decided? Yes, I ponder about weird things sometimes. But it makes you kind of wonder, because I've got two brothers, and every one of us were different. And yeah, I know, I get that they're guys, and I'm a girl type of thing, but that doesn't mean that, how did it get picked that, the youngest one would be the book smart one, and the oldest one have a ton of artistic talent, and it just kind of makes you wonder. All three of us lead extremely different lives, and it blows my mind. I'm going to use this card. Oh, maybe, if I can pick it up. To try to keep some of this packing in a somewhat of a neat pile. But I don't think it's going to work. I think we're just going to use the brush to do that. See, there's a lot of it. I mean, it's easy to clean up, but it's just, it gets everywhere. Maybe if I just didn't do this, I was a little bit more careful with it, it might be a different story, but again, we can't be messy with our art projects. What's really neat is, here's another pondering thing. How did they get such intricate details underneath the black with putting on the gray outline for us to use without tearing up the black? I mean, I would imagine, they sell hundreds and thousands of these. I would imagine that a computer does it, like a machine of some sort. But I wonder, does it just kind of laser do it? So it doesn't touch what I'm assuming is probably like some kind of acrylic paint or something of some sort. Because if you feel it, it's smooth, but it's, I don't know. It smells kind of like paper. But it feels like a really smooth cardstock. Kind of like maybe a mythographic picture, or even some of the maybe Creative Haven ones that are kind of smooth, because it has absolutely no tooth whatsoever. It's extremely smooth. I'm a little slower with it because I like to try to stay as precise with the outline as I can. Some of you might go a little faster, some of you might go a little slower, depending on your control, to your eyesight, and 3, how much you care about, quote unquote, staying within the lines, I guess. I mean, technically, nobody's gonna know unless you like leave a bunch of gray spots, but or if it doesn't turn out to be, what it's supposed to look like. If it's supposed to be a lion and it comes out looking like a clown, yeah, you might not have taken enough time. We have Roku for TV. And man, my husband's been picking up some good movies today. I almost debated on whether I wanted to come in here and do this because he had on I can never remember the guy's name, but he starred in Taken. He was the dad, the lead character. I can't remember his name. But he's the one that said, I have a particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you. I mean, that's not funny, but it is funny. You're all in the background cheering for the dad when he says that to the guys that took his kid. It's like, yes. It's like, go get him, daddy-o. Well, I did my floors yesterday. And I did the dusting today. And you always do your dishes and whatever else you gotta do, the picking up of the dog toys or all the straightening of things. You've always got something to do in your house. I don't care who you are. Your house could be immaculate and you'll be doing something on your way to the kitchen or as you're standing there on the telephone in the kitchen because you went to get a cup of coffee and the phone rang and you're standing in there doing something, wiping down the counter or something. So the only thing I have left to do is my laundry. And most of that is done because while I was dusting and doing other things today, I said, well, I might as well throw in a little laundry and get ahead of that. Well, especially if you're just sitting around watching movies or whatever, you might as well be doing some kind of chore. And laundry's always the best one to do while you're doing that kind of stuff. I am quiet, guys, but kind of one of those things that you get engrossed in and forget to talk. Okay, I gotta change my glasses. I have a pair for my everyday reading and stuff like that, and then I have a pair for things that are harder to see. And right now my eyes are just really bugging me, so I'm gonna change to the pair that makes smaller things easier to see. That's nicer. I always go back, and these little bitty black pieces seem to stick sometimes, or you miss them. They're really tiny, so you just go back and scratch them off, and then your picture looks like it was done by a pro. I like the shading and stuff that it does. All right, let's do some face here. Nope, I forgot some. Oh. Hair follicles or something. You can really see what you missed when you put on a better pair of glasses. My goodness. think it's going to be a slow night for everybody. That's okay. It was kind of an impromptu live, anyways. Looks a great MSR. I don't know. MSMR, MRMS, MRM. Yeah, makes a good one of those videos. The forgetfulness. Ooh, struggle for words is real, people. It's real. At this rate, I figure by the time I'm 80, I'm not going to know who I am. And that's fact. It's not funny. It's just how it is. Been dying all day to get in here and do this. I think tomorrow, if I can, I'm not going to promise anything because I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. But if I can, I was thinking tomorrow we'll come on and we'll watercolor tomorrow. Or acrylic paint, one or the other. I don't know. We'll see. But then again, I could get on here and just color because that's what I feel like doing. I've been really wanting to get into the acrylic paint pens again. Sorry if it's like scratching on a chalkboard, you guys. Okay, y'all. So this is what they call scratch art. And it comes in this. That's the back. And I don't know why it said make your own unique postcard, because this is what the back looks like, minus all the little black dots, because I've got stuff everywhere. And again, this is probably why I think it's messy, because this is kind of how I do the black little stuff. But nothing that can't be wiped up with a rag. This part's going to be really hard to make it look like that, because it's got such little spots. And this right here. I need to find another one of these wooden ones, because this one's getting a little dull. The point's starting to wear around, you know. I'm not crazy about the plastic one, but I guess that's one of the perks about using it, because the tip's not gonna round off for you. And it's also got a kind of an angled one. The tip's a lot sharper. You can get the little spots. Oh, it must still be raining outside. Sounds like the road's still wet. Oof. I'll be so glad when the full-fledged summer gets here. Consistently nice weather. My house sounds quiet, so either the hubby's totally engrossed in the movie he's watching, or him and the dog are sound asleep. What time is it? Oh, yep, I've been on an hour. So yeah, probably ought to get off here and go take my nighttime meds and call it a night, huh? See, this is one of those ones that are hard to walk away from. It's like a good book. Alright, I'll just do this little spot right here and then I'll be done. I think I'm going to do this a little bit and I'm done. Okay, so that's how far we've gotten today. I will be back tomorrow. It was just kind of a short video. Okay, you guys take care. Bye.